Philippines forestry sector. Economic importance. Economics is important for many areas of society. It can help improve living standards and make society a better place. Economics is like science in that it can be used to improve living things standards and also to make things worse. It partly depends on the priorities of society and what considered most important. The lumber industry. The wood industry or lumber industry is the industry concerned with forestry, logging, timber trade, and the production of primary forest products and wood products and secondary products like wood pulp for the pulp and paper industry. Some of the largest producers are almost among the biggest owners of timberland. Timbers. Principal timber species. From my commercial viewpoint, the principal timbers may be grouped into 6 general classes: the lawans, the apitons, the gihos, the yokels, other dipterocarps, and other legumes. The lawans or a Philippine mahogany are the softer members of the dipterocarp family. Forest ecosystem. An ecosystem refers to a functional unit of nature in which living organisms interact among themselves as well as the surrounding physical environment. Ecologists look at the entire biosphere as a global ecosystem. Besides, the forest ecosystem is a part of terrestrial ecosystem. Lowland rainforest. Lowland forests are dominated by oak, chestnuts, and lime, while higher regions are covered by beech, fir, and spruce. Lower montane forest. Lower montane forest refers to the rainforest on the mountain slopes that are distinctly different from the lowland rainforest that covers the plains, flatlands, and lower hills. Deforestation, a major problem. The loss of trees and other vegetation can cause climate change, desertification, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, increased greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, and a host of problems for indigenous people. The planting cycle. Most of us associate springtime with rebirth and growth, and never is the idea more in line with the season than when we grow our own herbs from tiny little seeds. Step 1. Prepare moistened soil. You will likely have your best success growing your own seeds in seedling soil. This can be found at your local gardening store. Any store clerk may even have insights into the best soil for you to use based on the type of herbs you will be planting. Step 2. Place soil into cells of tray. Place about an inch of soil into each cell, allowing it to remain loose instead of packed in tightly. This will ensure that the seedling's root system isn't suffocated by the soil. Step 3. Place 2 to 3 seeds into each cell. Once you place the debit in each cell, place about 2 to 3 seeds into each one. Then lightly replace some of the soil over the seeds. Step 4. Allow the seeds to grow. Depending on the plant, the seed may take 1 to 2 weeks to grow into a small seedling. About 1/2 tall, be sure to mist the seedlings daily and place a transparent cover over the tray to retain humidity. If possible, leave the tray on the top of a refrigerator or other warm surfaces to keep the seedlings at an ideal temperature for germination. Step 5. Remove all but one of the seedlings in each cell. Ultimately, you will want one seedling to grow in each cell, and by planting 2 to 3 seeds, you have the opportunity to grow the seedling that is the largest and strongest. Philippine fishery sector. Philippine fisheries production has been always categorized into 3 modes of production for statistical and administrative purposes: commercial fisheries, municipal fisheries, and aquaculture. Commercial fisheries offer to fishing done into offshore waters using fishing vessels of more than 3 gross tons. Philippine fishery. The fishing industry provided employment to about 1 million Filipinos, or around 3% of the country's labor force in 1998. Being labor-intensive, municipal fishing generated 68% of the total employment, followed by aquacultural with 26% and commercial fishing 6%. The fishery is likewise a notable sector in the Philippine economy. For the period of 1985 to 1998, the average annual contribution of fishery to the country's gross domestic product at current prices amounted to 3.6%. In 1998, the gross value added at current prices of the industry amounted to 74.1 billion pesos, contributing 2.7% and 2.8% to the country's GDP and gross national product. Respectively, its share to the agriculture, fishery, and forestry sector is 17.6%.